feel like we've seen this type of bird flying next to us all day yesterday, so I really want to know what type of bird that is. 'Cause I thought only like albatrosses flew that long a distance, but that doesn't look like an albatross, or maybe it is, I don't know. It is day 5 of the cruise, day 6 of vacation, and we are about an hour away from Aruba. We've got a... Waves are kind of big this morning. There's a really pretty sunset on the other side. And I'm just chilling out here in the back of the ship. They have this, I can't remember what, is this the Great Outdoors Cafe? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but it's pretty much an outdoor area that you can get drinks, basic food, anytime the garden buffet is open, and get this really nice view from the back of the ship of all the water. So yesterday was our second sea day, and we took it pretty low-key for the most part. I got up 6:15, 6:30, kind of like I did today. Kind of just walked around the ship for a little bit, did my vlog in the Bliss Lounge. Then I got Tori and I some breakfast, took it back to the room, we ate it there. Then we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do in the morning because there wasn't really that much. So first off, Tori had after breakfast, Tori had a painting class at 9, and she went and did that, and she painted this really nice palm tree. I was impressed with it, especially with how much the ship was rocking yesterday. While she was doing that, I kind of just wandered the ship and eventually landed on the morning trivia, which I got all but 3 of the questions right, and the person who won got only 2 wrong, so got close. And then so after that, I went back to where Tori was. We took her painting back down to the room to dry, and didn't mean to put my hand in front of the camera. I was just trying to go for the coffee. But put it down in our room to dry, and then there wasn't really anything else going on that morning that we really wanted to do, so we took our books and read for about an hour and a half on our balcony. And I read this beautiful graphic novel by Sheng Tao. I cannot remember his name. I'll put a picture of it up, but it's called The Arrival. And before I left, I was at Half Price Books, and I literally looked up good graphic novels to read on vacation, and that was one that popped up, and it sounded interesting because it didn't have any words. And I'm thinking, how can you have a graphic novel without words? Isn't that just a picture book at that point? But no, this is a story it's a full story that's just told through images. And the way that I think, at least the back of the book, one of the people described it is he was trying to create a novel in the style of like old silent films, and he nailed it. It's very evocative. There's a lot of images that you just have to spend a lot of time looking at because there's so much detail, and the more you look at it, the more what may initially seem like a very, very happy image of hope and like prosperity is there's actually little, almost looks like dragons in and amongst the midst, so that there's some eerie, ominous thing that's underlying everything. It's a beautiful novel to read. I highly recommend it. It only took me like an hour. It was great, and I'm a slow reader, so I guess I just don't need words to be able to read fast. But we did that. And what did we do for lunch? Oh yeah, we went to the buffet again for lunch, and I had some lamb curry, some pizza, some roti. It was great. I essentially stuck with just Indian food for lunch aside from pizza. Gotta have a little bit of multiculturalness. And Tori, I don't remember what she got, but afterwards we both decided to try the pumpkin cream cheesecake. I guess they have to have some pumpkin themed thing since it's Thanksgiving. It's not that great. It doesn't taste anything like pumpkin spice. It just tastes like squash kinda, which I guess is what pumpkin is. But when you are expecting something that's supposed to taste what we think of as pumpkin, you're expecting clove, allspice, pumpkin spice, cinnamon. There was no spice whatsoever in it. So hopefully on Thursday they'll have something a little bit better, but not holding my breath. We'll see. They do other desserts better anyway, not pumpkin pie or pumpkin cheesecake. So after that, what did we do in the afternoon? Oh yeah, we went to the wine and cheese pairing again. We did that on our last cruise and really, really enjoyed it. And we met a couple from Gibraltar. They were really, really nice. He was telling us about how he charters fishing trips in the summer and was showing us a bunch of tuna that he caught that were like 500-600 pounds, and I had no idea what to say to that. But one thing I did find funny is he was saying that after you go out on your first catch of the year and your family finds out that you got one, you get all of your relatives and friends calling up saying, hey, any chance I can get some of that tuna? You going to use all that tuna? Can I get maybe a few pounds? And I told him, well, that kind of compares to back in the Midwest, whenever your uncle gets his first deer of the year. If he's the first one, you bet your ass there's going to be a bunch of family members saying, hey, can I get a couple pounds of summer sausage? Can I get a couple pounds of jerky? Some steaks, maybe? But every culture has its own little meat that they give away to family. So after that, we had a lot of energy, surprisingly. Normally after we drink a bunch of wine, we're tired. And so we just wandered the ship and eventually settled in the Bliss Lounge because they had a jukebox, essentially. Like, they had touch tunes up in the corner that you just go up, search an artist, and they'd play. After we got there, everyone left. But hey, we had a wonderful time for an hour and a half just listening to our own music, just picking our own songs. So after that, we came back to the room and cleaned up, freshened up a bit, and then we went to our specialty dining at Cagney's. That place is phenomenal. I have no complaints whatsoever about it. They were even nice enough. I'm pretty sure I screwed up and said medium well whenever I meant medium rare, and they brought me a medium well steak. And I was like, shoot, I think I meant medium rare, and I asked if they could replace it. They replaced it almost instantly. And no questions asked, no problem whatsoever. And the medium rare steak was delicious. It was so and that's the thing. That reminded me why I get my steaks medium rare, because the medium well steak, like, it was tough. Like, there's barely any pink. It was like chewing through bad fajita meat. But then whenever you get the medium rare steak, it's still so soft in the middle. It's still like, it falls apart. Like, you can just slice through the meat very, very easily. There's no like resistance hardly at all. But yeah, the steak was incredible. I had the surf and turf, so I got 2 lobster tails on top of that, which I don't know how I ate like almost all of an 8-ounce steak, 2 lobster tails. I also got lobster bisque and oysters Rockefeller. The oysters Rockefeller was very different than I'm used to, because normally, like, whenever I have oysters Rockefeller, it's like piled high with breadcrumbs and cheese and stuff, and so they only like 2 bites each. These, it was just a little bit of cheese and a sprinkling of breadcrumbs, so that like all of the stuff that's in the oyster can fit on your fork in one bite. It was nice. But then again, these are supposed to be like smaller portions, I guess, which is good for me. So, and then for sides, I got felt bad that I barely got to eat them because I was so full, but they were truffle potato frites, which is like fancy French fries with truffle oil and parsley and stuff on them. Or maybe they were Parmesan, I'm not sure. Either way. And mushroom risotto, which that was the only thing that was just kind of okay. I'd still give it a 7. It was good. It was just, need a little bit more salt. That's okay. Overall, I give Cagney's a solid 9.5. It doesn't quite beat Ocean Blue, but it's very, 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 very close. Very close. Or is it Bayano by Ocean Blue? Either way, their seafood place and the other ones, that's still our favorite, but Cagney's was very, very close. Then after Cagney's, we pretty much just rolled back to our room because we were so full. And then we dropped our stuff off and decided, let's go to karaoke. We got some time. No, actually, first we wanted to go to the Broadway Cabaret in the Spinnaker Lounge. Norwegian, put that in the Stardust Theater. What are you doing? It was so packed in there that it had to be a safety hazard. Like, there's nowhere near enough room, even for standing. And you could tell people were getting frustrated because people were standing in front of them and they couldn't see and they'd been there longer. And like, you need to either limit the number of people who can get in or put it in the Stardust Theater where there's more people. Because I get it's a smaller show, but a lot of people didn't get to see it because it was in a very, very, very small venue that you didn't organize well. So we still hope that they show it again, but if we don't get to see that, oh well. And then if they have Legends in concert in the Stardust Theater, what are you doing? Nobody wants to see that. It is not a good show. You need to retire it. Anyway, so after that, since we couldn't make it in the Spanker Lounge, we went up to the Bliss Lounge. I did a song karaoke. What did I do? Oh, yeah, they had a Shameless by Billy Joel, which I never expected that. They normally have the Garth Brooks version, but they don't have the Billy Joel version, which is what I like. So, did that. Tori said that there were some people watching me that seemed to really enjoy me. Didn't think that I could get those high notes. And then after that, they started playing the Chiefs-Eagles game. So we watched a bit of that until we got tired and then just went back to the room. So today, though, we got our first excursion that we booked. It is a shipwreck, or it is a catamaran and snorkel at a shipwreck of the Antilla. I'm not sure. But looking forward to that. Hopefully the seas will quiet down a little bit once we get closer to the coast, because all night the ship was rocking. Like, I got woken up a few times last night because it was just going back and forth. Didn't get sick, but just, you could definitely feel it. It kind of feels nice, though, I'm not going to lie, once you get used to it. But yeah, so we got the shipwreck, and then we're going to be in Aruba till like 10 o'clock at night, so we might see about trying to get dinner at like a Dutch restaurant or something. I'll film whatever we do either way. So, time for day 5. Here we go. Saw that one catch a fish and then come out and eat it. The white one. See if we'll do it again. Oh, they're talking to one another. Oh, that. Darn it, I missed it. I just went. Well, you're coming real close, aren't you? Oh. Oh, there's another bird that came up. Hello. Whenever I wanted to press reverse. Smile, babe. So this is the recommendation from our driver. It's just this little tiny shack called Coco Plum. And I got me some red snapper and Tori got some grouper. We'll see how it is. Our first things we're trying are some hand croquettes with mustard. I think that's what it is. Let's see what this tastes like. It's like a potato ham mozzarella stick with mustard. It's so like creamy. That's a thing. Really good. This is a giant red snapper, and I don't even know where to start, but we're just gonna try and dig out some meat if I can, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop recording and cut this. Okay, got a piece of this. Gonna try it without the sauce first. Oh, that's good. Got the bones in there. Very, very good though. Try it with some of the sauce. It's like a sweet sauce. Very good. 8.5 out of 10. Here are the remnants of the fish that sacrificed itself for my lunch today.
Alright.
It was delicious. And I am covered in sweat, my God. It is so hot here. But we're having a great time. So this is where we're deciding to eat dinner. Tori's looking beautiful. The place called Drift. Driftwood that one of our taxi people recommended to us. We looked up, had tons of great reviews, so we're gonna try it out. To be honest, we are looking at the menu and we can't get past the appetizers. So we're just gonna have what, 4?
Yeah.
Because they also have fish soup and it just looks too good. So we're just gonna split 4 appetizers. Not even gonna bother with the entrees. All right, so this is the fish soup, the fish croquettes, crab cake, scallops, and escargot. I'm so excited. They just brought us free garlic bread. I love this place. I am my mother's son. Give me bread and I am happy. And we are both going to start with the fish croquette.
With the mustard sauce.
With the mustard sauce.
That's really hot.
It's a sweet mustard sauce.
It's different than fish.
The taste of the ham croquette.
It was.
Good. Fine. Delicious.
That's really good.
Next we got a crab cake with I think a sweet chili sauce. I'm not gonna put too much on it.
Very good. I like the sauce a lot.
There's so much crab in that.
That's good.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
That is so good. Oh my god. It's so crispy too on the outside.
Yeah. Really good.
There are just giant chunks of fish in here. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, I'll leave that for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can have that. I'll just eat some of the regular fish.
Really good. It tastes like fresh chicken.
It's like fish vegetable soup. And like, it's almost like chicken. It tastes like chicken stock kind of, but
Yeah.
it's just like a huge fishy aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's really good. 8.5. Up is the scallops. I'm gonna dip a little bit more in the sauce so I can get it really
Oh, that sauce is already good. I already talked about the sauce. It's garlic sauce.
cool, good.
Yeah.
So tender. Just concentrated garlic butter sauce flavor. 9.5. So good. So I think this is the escargot, and then those are like little potato balls. I'm gonna try the escargot. Yeah. I haven't had escargot in so long. That's a 9. So good.
It's more potato.
Oh, cool.
Yep. That's good. Yummy.
That's an 8.5 too.
Yeah.
Love escargot. It's so good.
That's really good.
Just now realized I didn't really explain what anything tasted like. I just said it was all amazing. So I'm gonna try and do that now. The fish croquettes are like so like perfectly crispy and like
So good.
as soon as you bite into them, the inside is just creamy potato mixed with the fish. There's a little bit of texture of the meat in there as well, and it comes with like a sweet honey mustard sauce, or maybe just a sweet mustard. I'm not even sure if it's honey.
I don't think it's honey.
So, and then the crab cakes, again, perfectly crisp on the outside, almost a little bit slightly burnt, so there's a little bit of a bitterness that offsets the sweetness from the sweet chili sauce and like the crab meat itself, because crab meat is sweet. There's a little bit of pepper and maybe some corn or something in with the crab meat as well, excuse me. Then the scallops, it's just garlic and butter and heaven. I love it. And then the escargot, if you've never had escargot, it's got a little bit of an earthy undertone, but mainly you just take
It's extra. I don't know if you want.
Sure, yes, we will definitely take more bread to soak all this up.
And you,
Yes,
Thank you.
We just got more garlic bread. And we're never gonna turn that down. But yeah, so it's got a little bit of an earthy undertone. It's got the texture of oyster, so if you like oyster, you honestly probably will like escargot, as long as you like garlic and onion as well, and it's just bathed in it. But you really do taste the snail underneath all the garlic, so would highly recommend. Everything is incredible.
Very fresh.
highly recommend Driftwood in Aruba if you ever get here. It's spectacular. I was just telling Tori I've become the influencer I hate because I keep doing like videos rather than just enjoying the food. Anyway, here's my video of trying the key lime pie. Do you want to have the first bite?
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll eat with you.
Alright. I'm gonna give a little bit of green sauce. Cheers. Ooh. It's not super sweet at all.
It doesn't taste like cake.
No, it tastes just like pure lime flavor. Nice, great. Everything here is great. So here, I've never heard of this before. This is a Spanish coffee. It's supposed to have, what is it? Kahlua, hot coffee,
Irish cream?
brandy, and something else. Maybe Irish cream, but see what this tastes like. Ooh. Oh yeah. You first get the brandy at first, like it's very, very strong and heavy at first, but then it mellows it out with the Kahlua and the coffee. Like it just mixes together very, very well and just kind of neutralizes all of that like burn from the brandy. It goes down. It's very very warming. I like it. Want to try a bit? Okay. It is very, very pretty here at night. And then way off in the distance, sorry babe.
You're in.
Way off in the distance over there, you can see the top of our ship. Got done with Driftwood. Went through the little mall thing. We are stuffed. Driftwood was.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
One thing about Aruban malls, Aruban?
Yeah.
They don't have bigger than a size 8. Well, they did have a size 14. We went to American Eagle, so I wanted to see if they had any blue jean shorts. No. All they went up to was a size 8 in the shorts. So,
And we
pro
were
tip.
Yeah, we were having a conversation. There's probably not too many plus size.
I haven't seen a lot of like plus size locals here, so I get it.
But yeah, we're having a great time. We ran into our friends from the wine and cheese pasty, Sam and Chloe. I think, yeah, they were great. We chit chat with them for a little bit, and maybe we'll see them at the top poolside party tonight.
Yep.
What's it called again?
The Caribbean party.
Caribbean party. You said it 3 times. I still can't remember.
Yep.
Having a great time in Aruba. We love having a night. It's so much fun.